We've helped scale one of the fastest growing B2B solar lighting companies over the last several years. And in this video, I'm going to be interviewing with Kurtis, who is the marketing director at First Light Technologies. And we're going to be going through his experience working with Jetstream and just how he's been able to come into First Light, take over a lot of their marketing division, particularly the paid ads on Google Ads, and really help them grow over the last several years, particularly resulting in a 921% increase in paid advertising bookings compared to the first year we started working with them. So I'm super excited for you to watch this interview with Kurtis today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. All right, Kurtis, well, thank you so much for joining me today to share your experience working with Jetstream. Very excited to be asking you a few questions just related to you, First Light, and your career, and how Jetstream Digital has been able to partner with you guys and help you guys grow. So thanks so much for joining today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. So first question, just tell me a little bit about yourself, introduction on yourself and your career.
Sure. So I'm Kurtis Hurrie. I'm head of marketing for First Light Technologies. We design and manufacture commercial solar lighting, and it's the best lighting in the world. So we help our customers solve lighting challenges, and more often than not, they're saving 50% or more on new installations when you compare it to wired lighting. So we're doing something good for the planet, but we're also doing a lot of good things for our customers. So great place to work. I started at First Light as a graphic designer, and since then my role has expanded to the point now where I'm running the marketing side of things. And before First Light, I spent 12 years at one of Canada's leading telecommunications companies, working my way up through sales, customer service, and customer loyalty, and getting a lot of leadership experience from there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the question.
Oh, that's a great story and background. Thanks for that. Yeah, just tell me a little bit more. Obviously, you explained First Light's there. Do you want to get in a little bit more in the details of how First Light works, how First Light maybe came to be, and where you guys are currently at?
Absolutely. So First Light came to be because our co-founders thought that there was a better way to do commercial lighting. So they both worked for another solar company that specialized in marine and military application type solar lighting, where the lights were self-contained. So if you had one small light, like the solar panel, the battery, the optics, that was all in one unit. But they saw a larger application-based potential, which they then started to expand on and were able to develop an autonomous technology that allows each light to think for itself and manage its energy usage. So even still, with our competitors, solar lighting is based off the location that it's in. So if you are near the equator, you'll have a smaller solar panel and a smaller battery because it has a lot of sun energy to harness, and the light will turn on at night and it will burn all night until the sunlight comes up, and it will recharge again the next day. The challenge with that is, and the traditional solar model is that if you don't have a lot of sunlight for an extended period of time, the light will just keep burning until it has no energy left, and it will never catch up. So it may charge a little bit, and then you'll have full lighting for an hour at night, and then it'll be dead the rest of the night. And in longer, darker stretches of winter in some locations of the world, you're probably not going to have that light turn on at all for a month or two. So with our technology, the light understands where it is based off historical data for sunlight and as well as current conditions. So it knows that you didn't get a lot of charge yesterday, so it's going to manage its energy usage throughout the night. So our motto is all night, every night. And that's the promise we make to our customers, that when lighting is installed, you'll have light all night, every night, regardless of inclement weather or cloudy days. And to be honest, like if those lights do go out, it means something really bad happened and we have no sunlight for a very long time.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
But we have endless customer stories about our lights' resilience, including pictures of them underwater during a hurricane in Texas. We've been through several hurricanes in the Bahamas and Florida, for example. And one of our big clients, the city of Cape Canaveral, you actually use our lights at their emergency response center so that during a hurricane, they know that they have reliable lighting for all emergency teams to coordinate and go help people. So in addition to all of that as well, last year, I'm going to forget the number now, but we saved the equivalent energy usage of 1 billion cell phone charges from our install base.
Wow.
And the cool thing is that's not all time, that's just last year. And
Yeah.
as we grow, our positive impact on the environment continues to grow with it.
Yeah.
So our value proposition is always around the resilience of our lights, the easy installation, and the massive cost savings by avoiding trenching or wiring. And then sustainability is always the cherry on top. And something we're all really proud of, and it helps us get out of bed in the morning because we're doing something good for the world.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I couldn't have said it better. That's an amazing explanation, and like you said, the best solar lights in the world. So I think that sums it up very well. Okay, tell me a little bit about your role more specifically at First Light, and I know we chatted and it's changing, but as it currently stands.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, I'm in charge of all marketing efforts for First Light Technologies. So all the traditional forms, content, social media, website stuff, paid advertising, obviously. But this year, I've also inherited the outbound prospecting team. So I have a team that does cold calling, prospecting potential clients in conjunction with email campaigns. So yeah, we use Jetstream for both our paid advertising and our prospecting efforts.
And we'll jump into deeper
sorry.
on that.
Yeah.
But
Jump
all good,
on
all
that.
good.
Yeah.
So tell me about what projects you're working on before starting to work with Jetstream. Like, what was kind of the state of First Light before working with Jetstream, and then why did you decide to kind of go down that road to seek out a partner to help you out with marketing?
Absolutely. So before joining forces, I'll say with Jetstream, we did do Google advertising with a little bit of results. It never was very exciting for how much revenue they produced, but we had a little bit. So we knew that it required investment, and being a very small company that's growing quickly, but taking on a lot more overhead and hiring another employee to do that type of work full time, is a big commitment. And due to our complicated route to market and diverse customer segments, we weren't 100% sure that Google Ads were going to work for us. Yeah. So the opportunity to work with Jetstream provided us a lot of flexibility in allowing us to both invest, but we're also getting people with incredible industry knowledge who were able to help us scale paid ads quickly, but still affordably for us as well. So it checked a lot of boxes for us.
So what were some of those challenges, I guess, that you had that you were trying to solve, like with Jetstream as your partner? Like, what were those main issues, I guess? You just wanted like another acquisition channel that's working to scale, or was there some other challenges?
Yeah, so really, I think the biggest challenge we've had, even today, throughout our 14 years of existence, has been no one knows who we are. Because when we get in front of someone and we're able to show the value of our product and how it works, it's almost always a done deal at that point. So the main goal of both prospecting and marketing at that time was, if someone's looking for us, they have to find us. So sorry, I forget what the original question was. Sorry, man.
So no, I think to put words in your mouth, I think we just help bridge that gap to help you guys add another channel.
Sorry.
And
yeah, absolutely. And like the big challenge was we just didn't know what we were doing. So like we got Google Ads up and running and they were working, just we knew there was so much more there potentially. But we also didn't know if that was going to work. So, Jetstream came in and learned our route to market and learned the right messaging to reach a broad target audience. And we saw results a lot quicker than we were seeing before, and it's just continued to grow and grow. So Jetstream absolutely bridged that gap for us.
Awesome. Okay. So what were some of the main drivers you think that helped facilitate that transformation? I mean, as far as, not having Google Ads working to making Google Ads work for you guys. I know you're not like deep into the Google Ad account, but from a high level.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I was afforded the opportunity to work very closely with Jetstream to not only learn how to properly do ads, but how to strategically build out different campaigns. So that was a great learning experience for me. So putting a little elbow grease myself. But in working together at that level, really made sure that Jetstream knew the type of messaging we needed to speak to our customers. And at the same time, they were able to help me understand the best way to structure these campaigns. So the big differentiator was having a targeted campaign for a certain search type. So, if our customers were looking for smaller, like pathway lighting, for example, we had a campaign for that, and we were able to organize search terms to speak to that, or street lighting, or parking lot lighting, etc. Whereas previously we were just doing solar lighting based searches, lighting based searches. They were way too broad and not specific enough. So by targeting those certain campaigns, the copywriting we were able to do spoke directly to either a challenge someone was searching to solve, or explaining the product that we had, and it would match what they were looking for. So I think that was the biggest change and the biggest gap there between what we had and what we built with Jetstream.
Awesome. And can you just speak to the results a little bit that you were able to see after we made those changes in the accounts, and how that impacted, let's say, like the volume of leads that we were seeing and sales?
Absolutely. So I'd like to say that with Jetstream, we've had our best paid ad year ever, every year.
Nice.
So every year has been our best paid ads year ever, to the tune. So our fiscal year is not over yet, but as of today, comparing this year to date to the first year with Jetstream, we've increased paid ads bookings by 921%. So it's been really, really great growth. And yeah, it's on autopilot now. It feels like I don't have to worry about this pillar of my department anymore. It's working very, very well, and continues to get better and better as time goes on.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great results. And obviously we can't take all the credit for that. Firstly, it's an amazing business, and seeing amazing growth with all the different departments, but glad we could be a part of helping to facilitate that growth.
Yeah, man, like you and your team, it just takes a lot of weight off my shoulders for sure. Great.
Yeah. Awesome. So I know you spoke to it a little bit, kind of taking things on autopilot, but can you speak to how specifically we came in and were able to support you in your role and what you were able to do?
Absolutely. So, Jetstream coming in, again, me being barely functional in Google Ads, partnering with experts in Google Ads, that takes a lot of stress off my shoulders and gives me a lot of confidence that I am supported, and that it's in good hands, sort of thing. But that continues on. So, after the campaign's launched and they're doing really well, it's great. But having the continual monitoring and monthly check-ins with Jetstream, just getting progress updates, I'm always informed. And again, I never have to worry. It's just, it's great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's a great answer. And that's the biggest value that you can have, right? Is not having to worry about it, getting your time back, and being able to allocate your time to other areas that need more attention.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what do you think the culminative impact working with Jetstream Digital has been for you or for First Light?
Sort of like the combined impact, or
just
like the total impact?
Yeah. I mean, I think you actually spoke to it quite well previously. I mean, 900% growth, best paid ads year over year, but just like at a high level, like what's been the impact Jetstream's had at First Light?
Absolutely. So, obviously company performance is confidential, and it's easy to say 921% growth, but if we did $1 our first year and 921 this year, it's a different story. But so I could say, with where we are with Jetstream, it's turned digital acquisition into a very viable and important part of our business. And it is absolutely the key to our future success as well. So the benefit is, again, you're getting expert level care and focus on these channels, but with the flexibility and cost of hiring, an entry level full-time employee. So the value is immense there. And again, being digital, you're able to scale these programs as they continue to grow, and investment becomes very clear, and ROI is very easy to calculate at that point as well. So I think the greatest thing is, the expert care on it, and the flexibility and ability to scale. I think that's the cumulative benefit for sure.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. And then I know we touched on it a little bit. And so the paid ads has been, one of the biggest things, but we're branching out more into helping you guys with outbound, more with prospecting. So just speak to how much, do you expect this will help over the next kind of 12 months and our continuing relationship over the next 12 months and how you see that relationship progressing?
Absolutely. So yeah, we've recently onboarded with Jetstream to help support our email prospecting efforts. So this is a shift in focus for our prospecting team, which we had a lot of success with in the first few months. But it became quickly apparent that we would be handcuffed by our bandwidth in order to keep growing it. So in seeking advice from Jetstream, it just so happened that they were looking to expand into the same type of work. So it afforded both companies the opportunity to leverage our partnership and go in that direction. So Jetstream's been able to help us massively scale our email prospecting efforts. And we're really looking forward to some major growth from that channel over the next year.
Yeah. Yeah, we are as well. Very excited to get that going. And it was pretty funny, the convenient timing of how the
I
conversation.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It was
I know.
serendipitous for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, just a couple more questions here, but what areas do you think you got the most value? I know we're kind of repeating on the same notes,
Yeah,
but
that's fine. Yeah.
what areas do you think you got the most value from Jetstream Digital specifically?
Yeah. So yeah, most value, it's easy to say, bookings, because that's what everybody wants, but
Yeah.
it goes much further than that, right? Again, I've talked about how we were able to scale our company in a cost-effective way while still having top-tier talent. I think that is an important theme that I would want your future clients to think about as well. And again, having a local company that you get to know and rely on, and we can do that virtually as well, which has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really proving out a whole new channel of acquisition for us that we were basically ready to put to bed originally before Jetstream came along. So that's been huge value. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, no, perfect. Yeah, I think the local aspect's huge, and I think is undervalued too. Like meeting in person, you're able to build a relationship and really get at things that you can't really cover, on a Zoom meeting once a month or whatever. So
yeah, and sorry, like it's hard. We're one of the first Jetstream clients, I think, period, on Mike got going. So, but like Mike and I were like spending hours together building out our campaign. Like, he taught me how to do it, and like we did the work together. So I know that that's not going to be the case for future clients. And, but that was huge for me. Like it gave me a massive bump in my career. So I'm immensely thankful for that. But yeah, like the results are there. So
yeah, awesome.
Aside from everything, you can always just look at revenue, but it's easy to. That's the easy answer. So
yeah. Well, and we'll keep that in mind too, because I think there is a value add in that too. That if we work with a marketing person, showing them how it's managed to level up their career and their skill set for sure. So it's good to hear from you that you found a lot of value in that side as well.
Dude, yeah, like I taught myself how to do graphic design, and I somehow talked my way into that job. And then a couple months in, I had no manager, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we got this Jetstream company. We're gonna help you with paid ads." I'm like, "Okay," and I just kept saying yes. And then Mike showed me how to do all that. We had a bunch of success, and based off that success, they gave me more responsibility, and here I am today.
Amazing.
So yeah, it really was the start of everything for me, I think, at First Light. So yeah.
Okay. How likely, just a couple more questions, I think just 2 or 3 more. How likely are you to recommend Jetstream Digital to someone, in your network or just someone who's thinking about paid acquisition or leveling up their digital marketing?
Yeah, very high. Definite.
Yeah. Awesome.
I haven't met anyone yet though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good. Okay. That's going to wrap up this interview. So thank you so much, Kurtis, for just giving some time and some feedback on Jetstream and your experience and what we've been able to do to help First Light and yourself, grow and level up your digital marketing and advertising. So
yeah. Thank you.
Any last words?
No, I think I've said enough.
Awesome.
I've met my quota for the day. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Kurtis.
Thanks, Blake.
All right. Thank you so much for watching the video and for sticking through to the end. I hope you did enjoy it and found some value. And if you're a business that's looking for a partner to help with your paid advertising, to help with your overall digital marketing and acquisition and increasing your bookings and sales, then I definitely recommend to check out the links in the description and book in a free discovery call with us. We're happy to do a deep dive into your business and to see if we're a good fit to help partner together to help grow your business. And with that, thanks so much and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.